Welcome to the Complete Fitness Podcast with Core 4 Complete Fitness. Your episode is starting in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings.
Happy Wednesday, peoples. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Hopefully you've had a great week. Welcome to the Complete Fitness Podcast. If this is your first time or second time listening in the new year, or you've been a listener for a while, if you could do us a favor, a quick reminder, guys, we put this baby out every single Wednesday for you. All that we ask in return is if you can subscribe to the podcast and share it with somebody that you know. Ultimately, we put this out there to help you guys, to help you stay in shape, to help you get your mind in the right place. So we can keep cranking it out. If you can do us a small favor, whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on an app, there's a little subscribe button. If you click it, that'll get you notified right away when we drop a new episode, so you don't miss weeks and miss months, and then you have to play catch up, and you'll get notified in real time with what's going on. So please and thank you. Now, today, everybody, we're going to talk to you guys kind of mano a mano on things that have worked for us to stay in shape year round and things that have worked for us to keep kind of exercise and getting healthy fun. Now, right now at our gyms, we have a big 6-week challenge that's kicking off. We had orientation last night. One of the things I opened with was motivation. It always goes through peaks and valleys, right? Right now, everybody kind of in the United States is extremely motivated to get in shape. They have just been eating like crap for Christmas and New Year's and parties and all that stuff. So everybody right now, motivation is extremely high to keep the needle going in the right direction. But motivation fades every once in a while. So these are the tricks to kind of keep that motivation high, to keep you engaged. No matter if you want to stay in shape year round, no matter if you're having a tough week or a tough month, here's some things that we do to kind of keep us on the straight and narrow. One of the biggest things is making sure that you're enjoying the process. Now, I've touched on this before. One of the things that I do, it's a little bit demented. It doesn't make a lot of sense kind of in my brain sometimes, or if I was to voice this to somebody else. But when I work out, I pretend like I am in a movie and somebody is either trying to steal my family or rob me of something. And this 30 minutes that I'm training abs or working out, I have to get through it because my family is going to be stolen if I don't complete the workout. It's like the same thing as if you were like, when you play basketball and you're like, oh, last shot, you got to make it, or you suck. Yeah, you got to close it out on a good note. So I will make up some warped scenario in my brain on the days that I either don't want to eat healthy or want to skip a workout. I will just go, yeah, but if you don't work out, somebody will come knocking at your door and they will rob you and steal your kids tonight at 2 a.m.
That's right.
It doesn't make any sense, but in my brain, I'm like, you're exactly right. I have to do this to protect my family.
And it's fun.
So
that's the
one.
end of it.
But it makes it fun. It like turns it in. Remember in Iron Man when he's in the cave and he's like whacking his armor with the hammer? Did you ever see the first Iron Man?
Yeah, but I don't remember that.
Oh, so
It's been a while.
He's Tony Stark. He blows up everything. He gets kidnapped by these terrorists and they lock him in a cave. And he makes the first Iron Man suit secretly. It's just him in a cage with all this scrap metal. And he's like hitting it with this hammer and it's dark. And nobody knows he's making this like awesome Iron Man suit. And I'm like, I'm the guy in the cave that nobody knows is working his ass off right now. That I'm going to come out victorious and no one's going to think that I've done all this stuff. And then when summer comes, I'm going to look fantastic. So think of those crazy scenarios. They're fun to think of. They're exciting to think of. They don't have to make any sense in your brain. But make something fun that you can kind of fire yourself up with sometimes, as crazy as it sounds, to help kind of give you that spark.
They don't. And I will take you one step crazier to show you inside of this lunatic's mind. Probably pretty unhealthy behavior. Very OCD now that I think about it. Not healthy at all. But fun. When there's big, important things going on in my life, like the Lions trying to go to the Super Bowl, if I stop early, skip a workout, cheat myself out of a rep, do things, take a shortcut, the Lions are going to lose.
Yeah, like
And
you're doing the team a disservice.
I
Like you play
battle.
for them.
Yes, I battle. I will not miss a day. It's playoffs. I'm not missing a day this week. No way. You couldn't pay me. And then during the workouts, it goes, oh, you could stop now, or if you do, the Lions will lose. And it gives me this crazy, psychopathic, crazy man vibe, but it genuinely takes me out of the, well, I could just stop now, I'm tired, and into forcing myself to get one. And then the workout's over just like it always is. But yeah, those little games with yourself are very fun when it comes to actually pushing through. And at the end of the day, the workout's over and everyone wins. Everyone gets better. I have my crazy, insane mind that thinks I did something to help the team, and then
It's almost like I'm letting the boys down if they don't know that I worked out today.
that's exactly right. If I'm not working hard, why should they?
Yeah. Doesn't have to make sense sometimes, but it just
No.
has to make sense to you.
No, it makes it fun though.
I've told you before too, like with our beer league hockey team, we play on Sunday nights, and everybody in our league is either over 30 or close to 40 or 50, or your dad's what, 60 years old now?
Yep.
Almost. So it's like we got all walks of life.
He hears the
Needless to say, we're not superstars. But same thing with the workouts. If I skip today, somebody in my over 30 beer league has worked harder to try to eliminate us from the playoffs.
Yep.
And I have to do this because I know that they're working twice as hard, even though I know damn sure they're probably skipping the gym. They're probably drinking in the parking lot beforehand. Yeah. But I just stew up this concoction in my brain to help go, if I can do this, I'm going to be able to bang in a goal, and then they're not going to be able to. So make it fun, make it exciting for yourself, kind of paint that like movie inside your brain, turn yourself kind of into like the superhero, and it makes it way more exciting for you. The other thing that I do, thing number 2, is set little mini challenges for yourself. I know that I told you guys a couple months ago, I did a 3-day fast, a water fast, just to kind of see how I did and how I felt. Go into this, guys, when you do these mini challenges, don't do it for the reason being to stress yourself out. Do it just to see what comes out on the other side, almost like a science experiment. If you do it for a day and you plan to do 3 days and you couldn't do it, that's okay. But it helps kind of just throw in every once in a while this curveball where you go, okay, I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising, I'm drinking water, I have my system down, I'm good to go. But every so often, don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Go, okay, I'm going to see what my diet looks like for a week if I have completely no sugar. Or I'm going to cut out bread for a week and just see how I do, how I feel. And you discover things about yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, if I can do this, then I can probably cut out sugar for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. That wasn't that big of a deal. But giving yourself these little kind of mini challenges, almost like in a video game, like mini bosses that you can beat, just to keep things exciting. Again, don't go into this necessarily with the mindset of I want to lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds, or I have to be very regimented or very strict with myself. But go into it just like an open book and say, I'm going to kind of see what this science experiment does. I'm going to see how I feel. If I absolutely hate it, then I won't try it again. But if I'm able to kind of beat this little battle, it's going to open up the door for something else. And then you learn kind of all these, tools to put in your tool belt as time goes on. But the water fast thing, like, my wife has done it, gym members have done it, so it's good to just kind of have this little kind of back resource of knowledge where if anybody has questions, if I didn't do that one experience on my own, I wouldn't be able to kind of branch off to other people. So try some things, dabble with some things. Doesn't have to necessarily be workout related, but if you want to do a week just to kind of see how you feel, how the ebbs and flows are, cutting off certain things from your diet, try it out and just see how you feel throughout the process. Again, don't get glued to the scale per se, but just treat yourself almost like a little science experiment and see what comes out on the other side.
My number 2 is very similar. There's definitely aspects of it. It's just more in the physical space, but it could be nutritional too. It's kind of like yours, just on like a bigger scale. So my first one was just the same as yours, the mind games to make a workout fun, what you're doing it for in the short term. But my number 2 is having something to train for. And it kind of gives you that carrot out in front of you. The big example is a few years ago, trained for a marathon. So it really took a lot of the guesswork, or shouldn't I, or oh, I could take a rest day, or I don't have to hit it hard, or I can skip cardio, or I can skip legs. I can, you can kind of avoid certain things and just, go weeks without doing push-ups just because I'm just not feeling it. Whatever you could kind of finagle around working out. But when you have something set in place, that kind of forces you to, and it makes it fun too, because every day you're kind of climbing that ladder. If you picture just a metaphorical ladder, and the top of it is marathon day, every day you got to make a step, or you'll miss it, right? You'll miss the top. So that's similar to yours, where like one week you go, oh, I'm fasting for the next 3 days. That gives you you're spending a lot of time focused on that. And it's kind of fun, if nothing else, to break the routine and monotony of your normal day. Because sometimes we don't go to the gym just because it's like, ugh, it's 4:30 on a Tuesday in the middle of winter. This is just the normalcy of the day, and it's noon and you're starting to think about, oh, I just want to be home, put the kids to bed so I can relax, but it's only noon. And that's kind of when days get hard and challenging and boring and depressing in a real way. So kind of giving you those little things to focus on and get you out of uh, your everyday norm makes it so much more fun, makes getting to the gym fun. And so, yeah, very similar to yours, but having something to train for. I want to do when we do the Murph every Memorial Day. That's always kind of fun because you stick around the gym after and work on some pull-ups or do some push-ups or anything that kind of gives you a little bit of extra incentive to just kind of hang around and be at the gym.
It's like how you said kind of a couple months back with like the laundry thing. How like you'll know that you have to do laundry, but you're like, but I don't want to do it today. So what's one more day? I'll put it off tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you're like, I know it's piling up, but what's one more day? I'll do it the next day. But when you have like a concrete, on this day, I need to have this accomplished. Otherwise, it's really going to be hard or really be difficult. And it's amazing. Like when people have weddings coming up or events or they got to go someplace, it's like people can flip a switch
Oh,
where they
yeah.
go, okay, it's game time. I'm locked
Yep.
in. I'm dialed in.
Yep.
Let's start to kick some ass and take some names. But it's in that in between thing that you're like, yeah, I'm training, I'm working out, I'm eating healthy, but I'm doing it because I know it's good for me. But I haven't really, supercharged it, which is okay. You always have those peaks and valleys and ebbs and flows throughout the course of a year. But once you go, okay, this date, my goal is I want to be in this size dress or this size pants, or with spring or summer's coming up, I want to look good by June 1st, let's say, so I can rock it for the summer. People can kind of flip that switch.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you don't kind of have like a ballpark date in mind or a kind of a goal in mind of when you want to accomplish something, you're just kind of stuck in limbo all the time.
Yeah. It's crazy how people can lock in for that. Weddings are a big motivating factor, not even yours. We had a lady whose son was getting married and like 6 months ago or whatever, summer marriage time, wedding time. And yeah, she just locked right in. She did a shred and then she kept it going for an extra 3 weeks. And it was just like, oh, and then I just remembered another lady was going on vacation to, some tropical warm place. And so she was like, I got 2 weeks and wherever I'm going. And she's just locked in and just stuck in, and she's still in great shape now. But you can tell when there is that thing, because it's almost like we kind of think, well, yeah, I don't got to do it today. I still am somebody who works out. Okay, I skipped today. I'm still okay. Missing one day isn't going to kill me. And it's true, it's not. But it makes it's like taking the excitement out of it. So it's making it harder. So, like, why do that? Try to keep things fresh and exciting and new as much as we can, because all of us get a job, and then eventually you do the job, and eventually you're 5 years, 10 years, 20 years into the job, and your day to day is pretty routine, pretty mundane. It's not always an exciting day. And sometimes an exciting day stresses you out. You want just a mundane day. So, the little things in our own life, if we can make something that we're going to do anyway, exercise, a fun part of our day, a passionate part of our day, something that we love and like and are motivated by, and something that is intrinsically driven, you save yourself a lot of the headache with it.
Yeah. My third thing, and one that I recommend for everybody, is working out either with a workout buddy or having a group that. Did I steal yours?
Yeah. Dang,
That
you're still
great
all
minds
three
think
of them.
alike.
All
Same
three.
DNA, baby. Or having a group of people that share a common goal with you. And I again said this at orientation with our new people for our challenge, but I'm like, I think a lot of people in the fitness space just assume that we're all gung ho and we want to work out every day. And I'm like, we are like you. There are days that we don't want to work out. There are days that we don't want to exercise. There's days that it's easier to go by Subway than it is to make some chicken at home. But when you kind of almost can put your workout secondary and go, well, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to move. I'm going to get a sweat going. I'm going to see my friends. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to have a good day. It makes you look forward to that. And then almost the workout kind of plays second fiddle. And if we can kind of like piggyback it onto hockey, same thing. There's days where it's cold and it's 8 o'clock and you're like, I don't feel like going. And you drag yourself there, and then you see the boys, and we're in the locker room, and everybody's joking and having fun, and then the game's over, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I went. But I always think like how much less fun it would be if you were on a hockey team with a bunch of guys that you didn't know. And like we've done it before, it just becomes like hockey. You're like it's still fun, but
It's
there's no
easier.
chemistry with people. You
It's
don't really
easier to
vibe with
skip.
anybody.
It's easier to
Um,
skip, like you were saying.
yeah, it's
It's so
easier to
much easier.
skip. You're like, I'm not going to miss these guys. They don't really know me. They don't know my kids. They don't know my family.
Right.
But when you can kind of form like a bond with these people, you're like, okay, I'll go because I want to see you guys. I'll get the workout in. I'll be happy after. But that's what kind of keeps you coming back is like the camaraderie when you have a bunch of people kind of working for a common goal together. Everybody can kind of relate to what you're going through.
Yeah, and the league we're currently in, do you think I'm excited when we have to play the team in the league up? No.
Oh no, you
I wanna go get exercise, skate because it's Sunday and I haven't done anything on Sunday, and I want to see you guys and just get out of my house and break you know what I mean? Get that, but that's it. That's not.
It's like you're digging
I'm
your own
not.
grave. You're like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. We're gonna lose
Yeah,
9-0,
but I'm gonna be
but at
with the
least I get
boys.
to see the boys and have some fun.
Have a couple beers, skate, get all sweaty, shoot the shit, talk, and just hang. Yeah, absolutely. Every single Sunday when I leave hockey, I feel so much better than on the way. And every single, especially football season, it's like, oh, there's a good game on tonight. And it's fun. Like, our league is fun now, most times. 3 out of 4 times it's fun. But the way our schedule is, every fourth game is in the division above us. And we lose 10-13 zip every single time. So that's not a fun day. But point is, it's easy to just sit those ones out. But I don't. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be there because we still just go hang out. And there's nothing like a hockey locker room. My God.
It's the best.
It's the best thing
It's
in the
the
world.
best.
It's the
Something
best.
that people will never experience or never get. It
Nope.
doesn't really make any sense.
Nope.
But
It's
you
different.
just
I've
lock a
played.
bunch of dudes in a room. We're all sweating. I don't know why. It's so much fun. But you could sit there. There's no clocks. You could
No.
sit there for 6 hours and just have the time of your life.
I've tried to explain to my friends who don't play hockey or never played it growing up or anything. It's such a different camaraderie. I've played other sports. I've been in other locker rooms. I've played other intramural. I mean, like as an adult, I've done softball league. I've done ultimate frisbee. I've done
Like
whatever,
golfing even. You
whatever.
golf, you're with the guys
Golf with
for
yeah. The hockey. I think it's because it's timeless. Like when you play, first off, when you play as a kid, you unlock the skating ability that 90% of the world can't do. We took Rowan to open skate 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, and God, was it just why you just forget when you play hockey. I get out there and I'm like, oh, every single person here skates better than me. I'm the worst skater out here, And then you get out in the real world and you go, oh, I'm the
I'm
best
pretty
skater
damn good.
alive. Nobody knows how to stand, let alone skate. So I think it's like that. Like, and a 70-year-old man could skate circles around a 19-year-old who doesn't know how to skate. And I think it's just this great equalizer bonding of like once you've played hockey, you're kind of in this 10% of the world. And I'm just making a percentage. I don't know what it is. But you're in this percentage who can at least be out there and hang. And I don't know. It's just this bond that's just so good. It's like no other sport.
Well, and like you said, like the weird thing is, like once you find like a good team or a good nucleus, it's almost like seeing yourself in like different versions of yourself.
Go see TV.
Like there'll be like my dad or your dad, and you're like, okay, I can see that being me in 10, 15 years.
Oh, for sure.
Where it's like, it's almost like different timelines where you're like, okay, this is me if I didn't have kids. Like you're all the same general talent level, same skill level, all around the same ages. You have the same likes. Everybody likes playing hockey. So it's just like, you just become automatic friends so quick.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. Like the hockey community, like, despite how many rinks are like around us, there's like 20 rinks, but you like everybody somehow knows everybody.
You know everybody. Exactly. Exactly.
Did I tell you? I think I told you this is a funny one, a little bit off topic for the podcast, but the Chingaling story.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so we have a lady here that's been coming to our gyms forever, Marie. We love her. Joe, her son, that's playing with the Pandas. He joined our hockey team as a sub. So we're trying to get him a jersey as a sub, and I'm like, do you have any blue ones so you can match us? And he's like, no. But he's like, the only one that I have that has any color is this bright green jersey that says Chingaling on it. And I'm like, what the hell is what the hell's Chingaling? And he's like, it's some gas station male enhancement pill that he's like, some weirdo named Keith gave it to me when I was skating. And I was like, what's his last name? He told me his last name. And I was like, I've skated with him. Like his wife comes to the gym, but it's so weird how we're like one off. And then when Kim comes back to the gym, I'm like, hey, your husband's giving out hockey jerseys with male enhancement pills on the cover. So she came back in, and I have a packet at my desk right now.
Oh, yeah. Got the hookup.
Been expired since 2020, but
still,
break glass in case of emergency.
No, I know. It's the best. And I think it might come from hockey being kind of the fourth tier in major sports. Like I could strike up a conversation about the Lions because everyone knows football around here and they're good. But most people can't name a single person on the Red Wings other than Dylan Larkin. Like they just don't know. And then everyone in the hockey locker room knows. They follow the sport. They know hockey. They know this. They know that. And so you automatically have that just bond of like, okay, I can relate to everybody more so. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if we were a flag football team or something, whatever, a bunch of old guys could still play football, it wouldn't be, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. I don't know how else to explain it. It's
like humbling. The great thing is
there
will be a person that is a doctor that makes buku bucks, and there is a dude that, let's say, works at a 7-Eleven. The doctor comes in with all new stuff, top of the line everything. The dude that works at 7-Eleven, his bag is ripped. Old equipment from 20 years ago. But you get on the ice, and the dude from 7-Eleven can be a superstar. And you will have had no idea. So it's crazy, like how you get all walks of life. That all kind of have like the same love or passion for something. And like same thing in the gym. You get all these people who are 30, 40, 50 years old, who have fought the same battles, who have fought the same struggles, who all kind of are working together to achieve kind of their own common goal. And it does. You like sync up with them and you're like, wow, you guys are my people. You get it. You understand me. You like the same things. You have the same kind of passion for things that I do. And it makes it so much more fun to come in when you automatically can just like absorb a bond with people like right out of the gates.
And you challenge each other. If me and you both love working out. If you go, hey, you want to meet me at the gym at 4:30 tonight? I'm 90% more likely to just do it rather than not, to answer. Because my third one, just to get back to it and close it out, my third one was also that find a buddy system. It makes it so much easier. You go, oh, okay. Like even I've been working out with these two ladies who've been gym members forever at 4:30, 9 times out of 10. And it's just kind of became our time. We work out together. We start at the same station. It just makes it, yeah, I'll see you there. I don't know why. I don't know how. I love working out with anybody at the gym, really. It's not like it's a specific, but it just that ended up being the time that I can work out 9 times out of 10 during a week, and so I don't know, it just makes it easier. And you shoot them a message on a day you're not feeling like it. Hey, you gonna be there? Yeah, I'll be there. Or I'm not gonna be there today, or whatever it is, and it's accountability almost without knowing it. I think when we think of accountability, everyone gets kind of annoyed because you go, oh, "Who cares? I'm a grown up. I don't need somebody holding my hand."
Yeah.
That's not what it is. It's sometimes, like you said, it's not even to go to work out. It's just to go see your friend, and you happen to be exercising while you do it. And sometimes your workout's terrible. Sometimes you don't push yourself. Sometimes you barely get sweaty, but it's better than just going home and laying on the couch, or going home and getting stressed out because your house is a mess and you have to clean it again, and then you're angry at your kids and you're angry at your spouse because it's just a
I
nice.
should have just gone to the gym.
Yeah, right. It's a healthy, safe outlet to just, especially nowadays in Michigan in this weather where it's dark all the time and cold. You can't do anything fun outside. You're not sacrificing any time. You're sacrificing being in a dark house. Uh, yeah, it's such a nice cheat code to just don't do it alone. Find a buddy, and that doesn't have to be in a gym like ours. Now, this is why I think group fitness training facilities are superior, is because you get friends like that no matter what. If you are new to a gym, you can walk in at 4:30, and day one you're there. The next day, most of the class is going to be the same because that's what it fits their schedule. And day, and next thing you know, you got great friends. I have great friends still. I'm like Facebook friends that I haven't worked out with in 6 years at this old gym that I went to forever ago. And we're still happy birthday every year. How you doing? Liking each other's pictures. One kid's daughter just graduated from U of M. I was like, hey man, chatted a little bit. All we did was go to the gym together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a whole friendship, and it's just like, yeah, I met you at that gym at 4 o'clock for 5 years. I don't know where his body is, buddy. I'm almost done though.
Watch
But
you
yeah,
have a dead decaying corpse inside
dude,
your house.
it's bones everywhere, and he likes listening to uh the Jack Skellington Pumpkin King song, and he goes, "And because I'm dead, I can take off my head," and he wants to
The
play that.
one line that you
He,
probably can't say in public.
he wants to play that line over and over and spin in a circle, and as he does it, he takes the skeleton's head off, and then he just smiles big. And so 25 minutes, we'll just play this YouTube video, 10-second snip. It's just, I don't know. But you just laugh and you watch it and you love it. But, oh yeah, there's
Again.
500 skeletons, all different shapes and sizes. They're all broken apart. There's a femur over there. There's a collarbone, clavicle. Yeah.
Man's going to work in a mortuary when he gets older.
Yeah, he's a spooky little kid. What can I say?
But what else, peoples? I believe that is all we got for you today. So hopefully that helps you. I know, like we touched on last week, in the new year, our goal for this month is kind of to get you to break your old resolutions of past. So this month is going to be focused on stuff that you can implement to guide you into the new year, so we don't piggyback off of what we did the previous year. So if you're starting off and you're like, I know my ebbs and flows, we wanted to give you guys stuff that has worked well for us in the past that you can take and kind of make your own version of it. So that way you don't keep going back and forth. So hopefully that helps you guys. And then, like always, everybody, should you need stuff to get you in shape in the new year, or you need help getting in shape, or you know that you're not getting all the nutrients through your food that you should be getting and you need some help, if you go to core4supplements.com, we have a daily green supplement, we have whey protein, we have creatine, we have pre-workouts. By the way, the old pre-workout formula, extreme pre-workout formula, is coming back. So we redid it. We gave you a beets formula. People like the old one more, so we're going to bring the old Extreme back. And it's like jet fuel. So that'll be coming back online soon. And then we have vegan protein. We have BCAAs. You name it, we carry it. So if you need anything to help you get in shape, guys, if you're a podcast listener or watcher, if you use the code word podcast at the checkout, you'll save 10% off your order. Again, use the code word podcast at the checkout to save 10%. And if you spend over $100, you get free shipping on everything. Core4supplements.com. Before I forget, I got the new remotes just came before I left, so I can drop them off tomorrow.
Okay.
And that is all, peoples.
All right.
Have a wonderful day. Behave yourselves, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Ken.